because none of you... Oh, wait! My apologies. Sarissa is actually walking on the water. All right.
Oh dear.
So it's going to take a swift action to trip her. 19 versus your flatfoot CMD.
That hits.
Both Books and Sarissa are both tripped. And Books is like partially submerged in the water. Sarissa's basically just barely keeping his head up. And he's like, blah, 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 blah. And let's see, this creature is then going to stab Books.
So am I technically prone at this point?
You are technically prone.
Damn it.
17 to hit. You're not flat-footed, you're just prone.
Yeah, so my normal AC is 18. My normal AC is 18, so I'm not sure if you had the +4.
I think it's a penalty that you take.
Oh, is it a penalty to AC? Okay, so my AC would go from 18 to 14. Which would hit.
So, someone is saying here that for future reference, bombs on a critical do an extra d6 plus modifier damage, which I think is exactly what we did. Yeah. So you don't double all of the damage dice, you just double a d6 plus the modifier. So, I'm sorry, is the 17 going to hit you?
It is, with the prone penalty.
Okay. And you just take a light scrape. Nothing major. Just 5 damage. No big deal.
That's a big deal to me.
Sky swims over here. And, Kirill, do you have combat reflexes?
Sadly, I do not.
Alright, then you do not get an AOO.
But I think Uncle Books would, because he has the long spear out.
Yes, you will get an AOO in the process.
Of course, it's going to be a horrible AOO.
Nice penalty.
You will take a -4, but
yeah,
it happens, so... a 14
Crit.
will not hit.
Yeah.
This creature then attempts to start grappling Kirill. A 14 versus your flatfoot CMD.
Flatfoot CMD, I think that'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it.
So he gets real close like I am with the microphone, and in your ear he whispers in awkward, "You're going under the depths with me." And then he licks you in your ear.
Awkward, I respond, well, shit.
It's good. Good response.
Well, shit.
Alright, Sarissa, you've been tripped prone. You're barely holding Books up under the water.
I start casting Summon Monster 2.
Very well. Let me see here. You are being threatened by one creature.
Well, do I do it now?
Yes. So that concentration check is just for the audience at home. I believe it's a 19. It's 15 plus twice spell level. Easily making it. You begin casting Summon Monster 2. Sifrig. Swim in.
And this one is grappling Kirill?
Indeed.
Okay. And Sifrig will move up here.
Okay, in order to move well in the water, you're going to need to make a swim check.
Yep.
The water here is slightly churning at the tunnels, so it's slightly harder than normal.
Make sure my adjustments don't have the shield in there currently. 1 second. Swim is a 7.
Okay. You find yourself unable to swim for this turn, and you start sinking to the bottom of this area, which in this case means you only sink about 5 feet.
I was going to say, how deep is it? And can I walk across the bottom?
You can walk across the bottom, but as you continue to move out, as you can see from this chart here, it immediately gets deeper.
Okay. If I instead move to here, and I'm only 5 feet down, I can still reach him, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, then we'll do that.
Okay. So that's going to require a second move action because you failed your swim check.
Okay.
Okay, so you're underwater. You're moving super slowly with your axe out. I believe you have an axe out?
Actually, I don't know. I don't have the axe out. I'll pull the short sword as part of my move action because that is a piercing weapon.
A wise move for those that have been keeping up with aquatic terrain rules. A very wise move. And Novardi, you're tripped. Things are happening. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, I'm in a difficult position here. So am I actually underwater at this point?
I'm going to say no, but you are going to need to swim to maintain your position of not being underwater.
Okay.
Basically, as soon as you start swimming, you won't be prone anymore because you're swimming.
Yeah, okay.
Or you can simply let the Sarissa continue to hold you. And you'll be prone.
Well, I will continue swimming. I'm able to take a 10 even in combat, but that's only a DC 14. Do I know if I'm going to start sinking, if that's going to happen, or is that something I just have to announce and see what happens?
If you would like to take a 10, you can try. You're not sure whether that will succeed or not.
Okay.
Is that something you'd like to do?
Yes.
Okay. So what is your total? Is it 14?
Yeah.
You immediately begin sinking.
Okay.
The good news is you're no longer prone. The bad news is you're now holding your breath.
And so I guess my move action would be to start swimming.
Okay. You can certainly try a second swim check. So you sink 10 feet down into the cove. Okay. So you can move, what is swim? Quarter your movement?
Mm-hmm.
I think climb is quarter. Is swim quarter as well?
Yep.
It's a quarter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Move 5 feet closer.
Okay, so you swim 5 feet up. So you're like right there next to Sifri, who's just standing on the bottom. And you're beneath both Sarissa and this creature who are now doing battle.
Okay. Is it possible to swim diagonal to this square?
Yes.
Okay.
And in that square, you'd actually... sorry, I hit the mic. You'd actually be standing, if you'd like to, just along the bottom. Okay? So you swim up there, and you just stand along the bottom.
And I will do a swift action to Fiendish Albatross. This guy over there.
Okay. Kirill, you're in quite a bit of trouble.
I'm being grappled, yes?
Yes, your Fiendish Albatross will go through.
Oh.
What would you like to do to escape this grapple or some other action?
Well, I got my dagger, so...
Okay, you just
try.
want to stab him?
Yes.
Okay.
I will not go into the deeps quietly. I reply in Aquan. Oh, I gotta pick a target. That was loud.
No.
Yeah, nope.
This last guy is going to stab Kirill with his Spear of Speariness. 19 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
I'm sorry, that should only be a 6. Added too much to that. This guy immediately begins shouting in Aquan. He's like, "Hey, come on, guys! Alarm! There's bad guys here! Everybody wake up!" That's about 6 seconds.
Shit.
So let's see here. Sifrig is threatening. Kirill is all the way over there. Novardi is underwater. They know he can throw bombs, but I'm pretty sure everyone would know that throwing bombs underwater is not going to do anything. He's going to go for Sifrig. They don't have very good intelligence, and they can't recognize spellcasting. So, stab Sifrig.
You're looking to hit an 18.
Yep, that's not happening. So the one's going to attempt to maintain on Kirill. And that is a +5, which is +5. And Kirill!
No.
Oh, I keep hitting this mic with my hat. He releases you. Yes, he just cannot keep a hold on you. Sarissa, your spellcast is going to go through. What would you like to summon?
I summon an octopus.
That's terrifying, but it's better than a dolphin.
I really thought about that. But I want to swim with a whole flock of dolphins, and I don't want them getting hurt.
Dolphins are terrifying monsters.
Yeah, but they don't have as good an attack as the octopus when I checked it. Can I get him 1 square up?
Yeah, you should have control of him. Dang, I keep hitting this mic with my hat. Hopefully if I move this back here, sound quality is just as good. Let me know if you guys can still hear me just as well when it's back here.
Okay, so do either Kirill or Books count as threatening?
I do.
Yes, Kirill is threatening.
I'm also threatening.
Well, you're threatening the guy above. You have a long spear, right?
And I'm unarmed combat. So.
Oh yeah, Monk Fu.
Yep.
Keep forgetting about that.
Alrighty then. So me and my holy octopus will go ahead and attack the one that was messing with Kirill.
Okay.
Very nice.
Wait,
Yes.
and those are both +2.
Oh, those are 2 attacks?
2 separate attacks.
Okay.
Each score is +2. I forgot that it gets a bonus to strength from one of my feats.
Alright, the first attack will hit. And I'm taking it you have augment summoning or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need a fort save.
Fort save. What monstrosity is this?
Poison.
Oh, you're a terrible person. Okay, he makes a 19.
Okay. It is not poisoned, but it does take 6 bite damage.
And the octopus basically rips off one of its hands, and the creature's just like sitting there staring at the stump, and it's like, look, warm water.
I attempt to stand up from prone, drawing an attack from the one below me.
Okay. That is a 23 with the prone bonus.
23 connects.
Alright. 5 damage.
Alright, I then 5 foot to here and stab it with a spear.
Boom. Nope.
Nope, and I'm done.
It's actually really funny that you flank with me now.
Yep.
Because you're on top and I'm underneath him.
Sifrig.
Oh, I'm up.
Yep.
Stabity, stabity, stabity. So I get a +1 to hit for him being aquatic and a +2 for the flank. And I will get sneak attack bonus. So he takes 15.
Yep.
24 to hit.
You hit him right in his critical location. It's called a doku. It's an organ that only Grunilos have. It causes horribly painful yet instantaneous death. And he's like, no! My doku nuts! Right when you hit him in his paradoku.
All right, and then I will. I'll attempt to swim over to help Kirill.
Okay.
See how far I can get. So
right.
Swim check.
You could, for instance, walk underneath Kirill along the bottom.
Is it still shallow enough over there for me to stay underwater?
Yep. You
Oh,
would have
well,
to
okay
walk
then.
through Novardi Square, but yeah.
Novardi underwater?
Yep.
Uh,
Novardi's right next to you. He's like, hey, what's up, guys?
But he's not. You're not in serious danger, are you, Novardi?
You're muted, Adam.
You could walk through me without a penalty.
Yeah.
No. I'm just saying, do you need help?
No, I'm hurt, but
Okay.
I'm fine.
Well, then I'll just. I'll walk over and I'll be underneath.
Okay.
I'll put me right here so it's not confusing as heck, but I'll be underneath
Yep.
Kirill, flanking, or I mean, threatening Spanky there.
All right. Novardi.
When Sifreak flashes that short sword, Navardi's eyes are very covetous. He kind of gleams at them and gleams at the sword, and he's like, "That will be mine one day."
Find me an axe; it's all yours.
And then he's still underwater, I guess. So I think I need to swim to the surface, or am I on the surface?
You're 5 feet below the surface.
5 feet below the surface.
If you would like to swim to the surface, it will require a swim check.
Yeah, I will do that.
That won't fail.
And I'll try again.
So you're just floundering down there, costing you breath.
And I'm putting all Aquan elves to shame with my swimming skills.
Indeed. All right. Kirill, your uncle looks like he's in a bit of trouble there. They don't call this Riptide Cove for nothing, and he's starting to get pulled under.
But there's a thing right in front of me.
Okay, all right, if you think that's more important.
I mean, I'm sure Sarissa can get him. Or, yeah, I'm sure Sarissa can get him while her summoned octopus deals with this guy. Will 13 hit him?
Nope.
I hate everything.
Alright, so this guy uses his withdrawal and his jet ability to travel so fast and so deep. You guys think there's no possible chance of catching up with him. To be clear, for those wondering, he's going 230 feet this round.
My octopus would like to note it also has jet and says, "Come at me, bro."
Okay, alright. You can certainly make a attack roll with the octopus. The octopus can jet after him in a charge or something. I imagine an underwater race, and they're both zigging and zagging. 14 is not going to hit, unfortunately. Wait. No, he didn't run. He just did a regular. So he's in flat-footed at the end.
Oh, wait, are we counting this as a charge?
Yes.
Then that's a 16.
Okay, that will connect.
Yay! Fort save.
Squid's gotta eat.
Squid's got a squid.
But it's an octopus.
17. Ow. Keep hitting the mic with my
6 damage.
ridiculous.
And it's got 2 more turns to continue pursuing it.
No need. It knocks him unconscious.
High five, octopus.
Nice.
The octopus is confused as to which arm it should high five with.
All of them.
Make it so. You have 1 round to high five it, and then it disappears.
While you're high-fiving your octopus, I'm bloop, 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 bloop.
So
I'm gonna reach in and pull you up.
I finish that and I reach over and fish out Kirill like a wet cat dangling by the scruff of his neck.
okay.
No, I'm fine.
Yeah, he's fine. He's swimming on the surface.
I'm fine. It's Uncle Books you gotta worry about.
Alright, I fish out Uncle Books again.
Spit out the water that I'm in. Probably inhaling.
So you guys definitely hear the sounds of military preparations going on further in the cave. You hear, the rattle of spears, the short commands in Aquan, like battle commands, like move there, prepare yourselves, that kind of stuff.
I yell out in Aquan. Oh, it's just some stupid tourists, all dead now.
All right, you can.
Yes. No need to worry about those tourists.
I'll let you make a bluff check at -10 because you probably can't disguise your voice to sound like a Grindylow.
Okay.
Everything's okay here. We're fine.
We're
Fine.
fine.
Everything's
fine. Look, we got fanny pack souvenirs.
No, this is
Oh,
never mind.
that's a D3. Oh.
Okay.
-10.
So.
Oh no.
You rolled a 6 and they rolled a 4. So you hear the guy from the next room and he's like, "What? Are you sure we don't need to keep organizing?"
They're all dead. He was just being a wuss.
Oh, you know
You
that.
know how he is.
Oh yeah, that Jarek. What a jerk. All right, man. Stand down, go back to sleep.
Sarissa approves of this plan.
Can't believe it worked. Literally can't believe it worked.
Hey, I only have one thing I do well, but I do it really well.
All right, you have fooled the Grindylows with your imitation of their voice and your mastery of their language. You get the idea that swimming through this cavern area is going to be extremely difficult. One might say it would be about a 15. But you could choose to walk along the bottom of it, which wouldn't take a check at all.
Which is exactly what Sifric is going to do.
All right.
I'm going to take 10 for 19.
Okay. You can certainly swim through the area.
Debating whether to
so
crack back
Sifri-
over that Cure Light Winds extract.
You know what?
You
Sarissa could just trail a rope and we could float along behind
Here's
her.
the issue, is that you can only be underwater for twice your constitution in rounds. And if you take any action, if you take a second action, for instance 2 moves, or a move in a standard, you lose 2 rounds of breath.
Let me look. I got to go look at this feat again.
Okay.
My...
And your constitution's pretty good.
Yeah, but
so
my
I'm not
Sea
super
Reaver...
worried about it.
Let me see, is it Marine Terror?
I have a side question while he looks things up.
Yep.
Now that I have my create booze spell, can I just create booze on the water around each enemy and have them immediately die of alcohol poisoning?
I don't think so. It's going to take much longer time than immediately for them to die of alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, it's too bad they didn't put the proof in that spell. Like, is it 10 proof? Are we sipping it all day, or is it 100 proof?
It's like an IPA. Pale ale.
It actually it depends on how many contaminants are in the water, is how strong it becomes. The more polluted the water it is, the better the booze, or at least the stronger the booze. My goal is to go to a suit or swamp area and create Guinness.
Well, maybe not Guinness.
Yeah, Guinness is like
another
4.5.
kind of another kind of
peat
stout,
flavor,
like an imperial stout, like a good imperial stout, like Storm King.
Sorry, I actually have the feat. I have a copy of the feat, and it just says you can hold your breath for 80 rounds.
Okay. It actually says 80 rounds?
80. It says you can hold your breath for 80 rounds. You can move normally through areas of standing water or bog that's 1 foot deep. You ignore the cover bonus to AC when attacking creatures that are immersed in water.
Okay. All right, so you really don't have
And I'm trying to find
trouble being underwater.
You lose 2 rounds for taking an action. You use 2 rounds when you move. So, I mean, it goes away fast, but...
And could we do the whole Mama Duck?
You want to rope everybody and you're just going to drag them along?
Yeah.
Okay. You
Well,
can
you don't
certainly do that
necessarily
if they
need to drag me.
sacrifice their dignity.
You don't need to
Of course,
drag me.
Kirill can swim
fine.
on his own with a 10. It'll take 10.
I like to think of it as I'm prepping them for when I put the sail on the ship and all the other things.
Okay. All right.
Uncle Books doesn't have much of an ego, so he's happily gonna take that rope. Here
it is.
All right.
Uncle. I just shake
Here's
my
the-
head and
That's
swim
Uncle
on
Book
with
needs to get
Siegfried.
on with rescuing Rosie
Did you-
Shadow.
Did you not see me drowning in the 5 foot of water?
All right.
Well, I did, yeah.
So the question is...
Oh, this... Wait a minute. Now it's con score.
So instead of 2, it's 4 times. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's 4 times, yeah.
Yeah, it seems weird that
Where
it
did
would
the
purposely
80
say
come from?
80.
Con score, not con bonus, con score.
Yeah, it's always been con score. So, I guess
what? I'm gonna
Sarissa
go
is
ahead.
carrying Novardi.
Yeah.
Sifrig is
I'm gonna go
walking along
ahead.
the bottom, and Kirill's swimming behind them.
Yeah, I'm swimming up with... Well, where's Sifrig in this chart?
He's walking.
So he's going to be
Well,
underneath
sorry.
somebody, probably.
He's taking the
I
I'll be in the
figure
front.
I have
I'll be
a
in-
rope tied around my waist that I'm trailing into the water if anyone needs to grab it to get to the surface.
Okay.
alright, I'm gonna go ahead and take a hit of my Cure Light Wounds extract that I prepared today, because I'm low on health.
All right. And when you guys come around
Boom.
that corner, high cliffs surround a deep cove churning with dark seawater. You guys make a perception check as you come around the corner. Okay, so Kirill and Sarissa, you both notice at the edge of your vision, where the light splashes onto the cliffs, that there are about a dozen sturges, and they're all sleeping. They're moving super slow, their eyes are closed. They don't seem to have noticed you yet.
Shit.
While you're here,
I
you can make a knowledge, geography, or profession sailor check.
either or.
Yes,
haven't.
yeah.
There we go.
Right. The dark waters of the cove here seem to be so deep that the rocks below the surface that you've been seeing probably don't exist. This particular cove is probably quite deep.
Probably don't what?
Quite deep.
Probably don't exist.
They don't
Lang.
exist. Everything is deep here.
Okay.
Which you can see on the tide map, even at low tide. Things are very deep.
Okay.
I gesture everyone back around the corner.
Okay.
I will take 10 on a swim check and just bob on the surface.
Blah, 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 sturges, blah, blah, blah. Do we want to try and not wake them up? Blah, blah, blah. Swim underwater and just get past here.
Sure, those things are annoying.
I saw the same thing. It's like, we don't want to fight a dozen things. That'd be ridiculous.
Or at the least fight them on the way back out instead of taking damage now.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Agreed.
We go for the quiet approach.
So
do we
underwater,
Go for,
just
do we
around
go for
the corner.
underwater, or do we just go around that corner?
I think underwater is the safe bet.
All right.
Arthur, do we think that going underwater would make any change to our stealth rolls? Add any bonuses?
No, you think your stealth is going to be about the same either way.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you a +2 if you go underwater.
All right. So I guess we all make our stealth rolls.
If you would like to, sure.
And I'm going to go ahead and add inspiration to that. So I'm going to be running on a 20.